Hey everybody, in this video, I'm going to go through some skills that are related to roots and critical points. So this first problem asks or says, the graph of y equals f of x is shown below. What are the real solutions of f of x equals 0? Okay, so here is our function, and this is y equals f of x. Cool. We don't really know much else about it, but we want to know where f of x, or let's remember this is y, is equal to 0. So this is really asking, where is y 0, or where do we cross the x-axis? So I need to find all of the x-intercepts, essentially. Find x-intercepts, which hopefully you maybe already have started doing. And if I look where we cross this x-axis, I notice we cross at -3 at the origin, so that is a value of 0. We cross at 3 and again at 7. So to write this answer in, I'm going to clear all this off. We actually have to enter in 4 different answers. And the way you'll do this is you will just separate them with commas. And I like to start with the smallest, so -3, comma, and it will split it now into a set of multiple items. 0 is the second intercept, 3, and 7. And there are other ways they could ask this question. Let's see if there's another way. Well, maybe not. I thought there might be another way it asks, but you will probably see one because I've been pushing it. So of course it's not going to show me a different one, but I bet you will get a different one. Let's look, however, at this next problem I have here for like roots and critical points. The relative function f of x is graphed below. How many points on the graph represent a relative minimum? Now, minimum means smallest or lowest value. So everything is increasing around it. And relative just means that we understand somewhere else on the graph, there might be points that go lower than this. It's just in the area, the lowest. So I'm going to say lowest in that part of graph. It's kind of a different way of thinking of it. Another way you can think about this is places where it switches from going down, it hits this lowest value, to going up, where it switches from decrease to increase. This will also be a minimum value. So if I look at my graph, I start on the left, it goes up, 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 up. So A is actually a maximum. And then it goes down, 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 down. And we hit B. So B is one of our minimums. And then we switch. And then we kind of hit this highest point almost when it switches over to decreasing. And then we hit this bottom point, bottom of D. So that is another minimum because it switches there to increasing. And then it hits point E, and then it starts decreasing again for forever. So we have 2 points, B and D, that represent relative minimums. My answer here will be 2, because it asks me how many points represent a minimum. All right, let's see if I get a different one. Ooh, the function f of x is graphed below. How many points on the graph represent a relative maximum? I only see a minimum. I only see a lowest point. Everything is going up, so 0. On the function graph below, how many points on the graph represent a relative maximum? I see 1, 2 highest points. So you're really just counting how many highest points for maximums you see or how many lowest points you see for minimums. Please let me know if you have any questions on either of these 2 types of skills.